All right, let's talk about something that drives us all crazy. You're at the checkout, you hear that final price, and your brain just goes, wait a minute, that's not right. So what is really going on behind that price tag? Let's dig in and find out.
I mean, we've all been there, right? It's such a universal feeling. You see one price, clear as day, on the shelf. But then the scanner tells a completely different and usually more expensive story. It's confusing, it's super annoying, and you can't help but wonder, am I being ripped off?
And you know what? Turns out you are definitely not alone. This exact thought was captured in a really popular Reddit post, which just goes to show how many of us are asking the same question. So this is the mystery we're going to unravel today. Why does this keep happening?
To get to the bottom of this, we've got to look beyond the register and into the actual mechanics of how a modern retail store even works.
So what is the deal here? Is this some grand conspiracy by big retailers to sneak a few extra bucks out of our pockets? Or is it maybe a sign of a system that's just completely overwhelmed? Let's take a look at the data.
A huge piece of the puzzle comes down to this one number. According to research, the U.S. retail industry is on track to have 500,000 fewer employees in 2026 than it had back in 2020. That is a massive gap in the workforce, and it has a direct, and I mean direct, impact on the prices you see on the shelf.
And you know, that big statistic, it becomes really, really real when you hear from the people actually on the front lines. As this retail worker put it, it's not some big conspiracy. The real culprit? They're just totally swamped. There literally aren't enough people to keep up.
And this isn't just about a few missed price tags. Understaffing causes this whole cascade of problems. I mean, on any given day, a single store might need to update over 1,000 labels. And get this, one worker explained that price updates from corporate can hit the cash register system before the new paper tags even arrive at the store. So right there, you have an almost guaranteed price mistake just waiting to happen.
So, okay, if the problem is a lack of people, what's the solution? Well, for a lot of retailers, the answer is technology. They are pouring money into new tools to try and automate these tasks and, hopefully, free up their totally overwhelmed staff.
Okay, first up, you have mobile point-of-sale systems. You've probably seen these. They basically let employees check you out anywhere in the store, which helps cut down on those long lines and lets them do other things more easily.
Then you've got this cool tech, RFID-powered self-checkout. Just imagine putting your entire shopping basket down and having everything scan all at once. It's way faster and, of course, requires less staff to manage.
But the real game changer is this. Digital shelf labels. They're basically little electronic ink screens right there on the shelf. And with the press of a button, every single price in the entire store can be updated instantly. This tech promises to make changing price tags by hand a thing of the past.
And you can see why this is such a huge win for employees. Walmart, who is rolling these out to thousands of stores, says a task that used to take 2 whole days can now be done in just a few minutes. The labels can even light up to show staff which items are running low or are part of an online order. It's all about making things more efficient.
But, and there's always a but, right? Here's the twist. By solving the problem of human error, this incredible new technology introduces a brand new, and frankly, much more complicated, ethical problem. And that problem has a name: dynamic pricing. We're all kind of used to it with things like plane tickets or Uber rides, where prices surge when it's busy. Well, these digital shelf labels now make it possible to bring that exact same idea into the grocery aisle.
So, how do people feel about this? Well, a recent YouGov survey is pretty darn clear. Even for things where we're already used to it, like concerts and theme parks, most people already think dynamic pricing is unfair. So the idea of it spreading to our everyday stuff, yeah, that's pretty unsettling for a lot of folks.
And this is where you really see the core conflict. On one side, you have retailers like Walmart insisting this tech is just about being efficient. They're promising that prices aren't going to be changing hour to hour. But on the other side, shoppers are already saying what they're afraid of, like this person dreading surge pricing on milk and eggs. And it's not just shoppers who are worried, experts are skeptical too. Retail analyst Gary Sankary warns that even if stores don't change prices every hour, the temptation to use this tech for small, sneaky price hikes every single day, that's going to be really, really hard to resist. A lot of trust is on the line here. So, wow, we solved one mystery only to find a much bigger one. Let's wrap this all up by talking about what this means for you, the shopper, and what your rights are at the register right now. Okay, so here's the verdict. Those frustrating price mistakes you see?
They are almost always a symptom of an overstretched, understaffed retail system, not some evil plot. But as new technology comes in to fix those old problems, we all need to be a little more watchful of the new ones it creates.
And here's the thing, you have power here. In many places, the law is totally on your side. In California, for example, the rule is crystal clear. You are entitled to the lowest price displayed, period. That even includes old or expired sale tags that are still up. The store doesn't just have to refund you the difference, they actually have to fix the error for everyone else too. In fact, there are specific consumer-friendly rules for how stores are supposed to handle this. It all comes down to one simple principle. The customer should never be at a disadvantage. See, when a price goes up, the shelf tag has to be changed before the price in the computer is updated. The whole system is designed to give you, the customer, the benefit of the doubt.
And at the end of the day, retailers have a massive incentive to get this stuff right. Because price consistency isn't just about being accurate, it's about trust. If you can't trust the price on the shelf, you slowly start to lose trust in the entire store. It's that simple.
So, we kinda end where we started, but with a brand new question. The old simple problem of a wrong paper price tag is being solved by technology. But it leaves us with a much, much bigger one. Are we, as shoppers, ready for a world where the price of a gallon of milk could change as often as the weather? That's something to think about next time you're in the checkout line.